All right, hey guys, here we are. Gonna take a look at this 9-hole cup tournament. We can't grab an opponent. So this hole is always an interesting one. Seeing that whatever wind that they give us. So let's just see if they're gonna give us tailwind or headwind. So there it is, straight into the face. Pretty challenging hole with that wind. Common miss is going to be kind of up here into the rough. Another thing that you can try to do if you want to be a little bit more safe is just try to lay it back right into here kind of intentionally, and don't try to challenge this neck too much. But going up into the neck does make it a little bit easier to play this hole. Another thing that you can do is you can try to do some sort of rough bump here. So there you can see just holding on. So that's the whole risk that you're going to have to deal with. And it is kind of a risk reward, because if you do hold it in the fairway up there, it's going to be just a little bit easier to hold out. But another thing that you can do is just kind of intentionally kind of make the wind a little bit smaller and not try to overdo things too much. So that's what I'm going to try to do here. We're going to kind of go up to the max line with just a little bit of curl. So that's about 6 rings. Great ball. Let's see what that does. See if it makes it lean just a little too much. It does, but it does still hold on. So there you can see kind of where we're at. Just to make things easier, turn my material cue grid on. Now you can see opponent here, especially with this straight wind. So this is kind of a funny thing that people do when you put, you have a straight wind and you put side spin on the ball. It's a very peculiar thing to do. You're almost creating more error on the shot because you're making the ball guide off to the side more. If you have an almost straight wind, you want to almost never do that, because you almost have a really good chance just going straight at it, because you have to play less wind effect. So here you can see with what we're looking at, what I'll typically do is full backspin. Right around 4 bars is kind of what I like here. I'm worried about this kind of just checking up a little too much into this wind. I'm going to come off of it a little bit. I'm thinking somewhere in here. I'm going to play pretty close to 1 per ring. So you'll see I'll go about 7 rings here. I would think that the great ball is going to push me off to the side. So there you can see, but you can see very easy to give yourself a nice hole out on the very first hole, especially, getting the wind down. It's going to be interesting to see, if you want to try to challenge it a little bit more and go up through that neck, maybe something that you want to do. But you definitely want to start off with that eagle if you can. So good luck there, and I'll see you guys on the second.